Hey guys, welcome to your weekend edition love and general reading. This is for Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, December 14th through the 16th, 2018. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. And those of you that still have not yet subscribed, make sure you do that so you don't miss out. All right, Earth signs. Central issue, heart of the matter, we have the Eight of Swords, the Moon, Three of Swords, Six of Swords, Knight of Cups, the World, Six of Cups, and the Magician. Okay, so central issue, Eight of Swords. I feel like somebody is holding back. Someone is suppressing their feelings. I feel like someone is like suffering in silence. Like someone is hurting, someone is crying out for help, but they're putting on a show or an image. Somebody also may be having some sort of dreams about their ex, or someone can't get their ex off of their mind. I'm seeing also anxiety. Someone is really going through some emotional turmoil here, feeling like you can't change your situation. I don't know if this is in regards to your job or a relationship, finances, but I feel like you're really overwhelmed, especially I'm feeling like for somebody, they found out about a secret, but they can't talk about it, and it's driving them crazy that they can't tell anybody or they can't share. Someone is also not listening to their intuition. Someone is really like suppressing their pain. Someone could really be going through something emotional and they're just not opening up or talking about it here. Someone is trying to resolve this issue themselves, or they don't want any help. Somebody might just break out in crocodile tears. I don't know if you are going through a breakup, or you miss your ex, or your ex is missing you. I'm getting someone who is really missing another person. There could be distance here with the world. Like someone feels so far away and they just want to be together. They just want to be with you, or you just want to be with them. I feel like somebody might be going through the dark night of the soul, especially if you have a twin flame. If this is, if you're single, somebody might be really going through anxiety, thinking that it's not meant for them to be with anyone, or they'll never find anyone. I'm seeing things from your past. This could be things coming from your childhood. Someone could be reminding you of an ex, and like something gets triggered. Someone's anxieties get triggered, and it's just like some big emotional roller coaster here. I'm seeing a lot of dreams, though, a lot of wild dreams, a lot of dreams that you don't understand. You're like, why am I having these type of dreams? What do they mean? I feel like your subconscious is trying to work something out. There is a need for you to purge. I do feel, though, that you guys are going to move on from whatever situation that you're in. Whatever energy this is, I feel like it's going to pass. It's just a phase. Some of you might discover that you have a gift, like you're an empath or you're just very intuitive, and these aren't even your energies. You're tapping into other people's energies. I feel like those of you that do have any type of anxiety, I'm getting OCD from somebody too. Somebody is coming off as having OCD, having to do the same thing over and over again, or talking over and over again, or you don't feel right unless you do your routine over and over again. So I'm getting some sort of OCD energy from someone. But yeah, there's a need for you to, somebody might be in denial about their feelings or what they're going through, or your insecurities. There's a need to face that and deal with it. So I do feel like with the Six of Swords, eventually you're going to just allow things to unfold naturally, especially if you have been trying to force something. I feel like you're going to have clarity. You're going to feel better once you just allow something to happen instead of trying to force something to go in a certain direction here. And also, I know the moon is now in Pisces. I don't know if you have Pisces as your 8th house, where something is being drudged up, like the moon transiting your 8th house, Pisces, is really bringing up all these anxieties, all these fears of the unknown. For some of you, you're just letting your imagination run wild. Like nothing's really happening to you. You just think it is. You think people are looking at you funny. You're being paranoid. Some of you being paranoid. You're taking things the wrong way. You're taking things literally. You might start to think you're crazy because of something. I feel like there is some sort of extreme something happening, like something's being exaggerated. It's almost like somebody could look at you and say something, a phrase or whatever, and then you kind of take it and run with it. Like, what did they mean by that? Like, start really nitpicking and over analyzing something. Does that mean he thinks this about me, or does she think that means does she think that way about me then? Because she why does she have to notice that? Why did so I feel like somebody is really over analyzing something, and overall you're being paranoid. Now, I apologize if somebody has really been clinically diagnosed with a mental disorder, so I don't mean to come off so harsh. But that also could be the case for somebody, especially if someone doesn't want their medicine and they're like, no, I just want to be normal. Or like you're refusing to go see a counselor, or refusing to do whatever it is for your mental health. You just want it to go away naturally. So I feel like you're going to start doing things that are more relaxing. Those of you that live in warm climates, you might want to go swimming, even if you don't live in a warm climate. I mean, there's indoor pools, but you might need to go swimming, or you might be just sitting in your tub and putting that Epsom salt. I'm sorry, I just got a really loud ring, this time in my right ear. I don't know what that was. Somebody sent me a list too. I gotta go to it and see. Ooh, what time was it too? 7:57 when it happened. Okay, so I'm gonna look and see what that was. Okay, so yeah, so I'm feeling like somebody is trying to just allow things the healing to happen naturally. So you might be finding anything that soothes your soul. Some of you might rock a lot, like, when you're under stress. I find that I do that at work. And it's so weird because I look around and I'm like the only one doing it. And I'm like, it's like you just catch yourself. It's like, whoa, what does that mean? You know, like I'm the only one sitting up here rocking all crazy. But yeah, it's like you might do things, have a habit, or maybe you like to pace. Maybe that calms you down. Anything where like I'm seeing like the image of like a baby being rocked or someone swinging because it's soothing. So I'm feeling like someone is needing to do something that soothes their energy or their soul to get them in a more calmer place here. So take care of your mental health, you guys. Don't hold it too. If you need to cry, go somewhere alone and cry. Like, don't hold it in, because I feel like that just makes things worse in your particular situation. Now, in regards to love, for some of you, you could be going through a breakup. Maybe you saw your ex, or you've been dreaming about your ex, like I said, or your love interest, maybe they hurt your feelings, or for whatever reason, unintentionally, of course, because maybe they don't even know that you feel that way about them. Maybe you found out they were in a relationship, or maybe they're moving too slow. Maybe you're starting to feel like you'll never get to be with this person, and you don't understand why you feel so connected with this person if you can't be with them. So you might be going through something like that. But like I said, it's all in your mind. There's a need for you to kind of transform your way of thinking here. There needs to be a mental transformation. I'm seeing someone coming towards you, though, and they're offering a cup here. Someone is opening up and they want to start over. If you had a breakup or a separation recently, I'm feeling like someone is opening up to you. Here we have the Six of Cups. So you may definitely hear from someone from your past this weekend, or you might feel guided to reach out to an ex or your twin flame, or someone who's at a distance, or just someone that you love. I'm feeling like you're being guided to communicate with them. This is random. I'm seeing someone playing mini golf this weekend. I don't know who. You might get asked out on a date, and maybe that's what you guys do. Those of you that could have been in long-term relationships, I almost feel like a mini vacation is happening this weekend, because maybe the both of you are stressed out, or because you've been so stressed out, your partner wants to help you feel better. So I feel like they're helping you escape or helping you get away by taking you to do something fun, or visiting somewhere. Even if you went to an island, I don't know who watching my videos that can afford it, but you know, I'm seeing something about an island here, or maybe that's the name of the place, has the name island in it, or maybe it's some sort of make-believe type of place that reminds you of an island, something like tropical island, or the island of something. I feel like island is starting to stand out. And I know it's funny because when I lived in Chicago, I grew up around this street called Stony Island. And so I don't know if that might ring a bell for anyone, or if that means anything to anyone, but I'm putting that out there. Now this 21 is also starting to stand out to me as well. So I don't know if something is being planned for the 21st, especially if it is a trip. But I also see this as something that is coming to an end, or having some sort of closure. I feel too like someone is being brought closer to you, or something happens to bring two people closer together. It unfortunately also could be some sort of tragedy or mishap that brings two people closer together. I have been seeing a trip coming up for a while now. I don't know if it's strictly with earth signs or it's been coming up in a few readings, but I definitely feel like the trip thing has got to be coming soon. With this world showing up, some people might be visiting their old neighborhood or their old hometown where they grew up, or a place that you visited during childhood. Yeah, I'm getting something of that sort too. Also here, I'm seeing manifestation of some sort with a magician. Let me see what this is saying. For one, I feel like it's about you transforming your life or transforming your way of thinking, and it's almost like magical the way it happens, or you're magically healed, and somebody, especially if you thought you were sick or if you were saying something and then all of a sudden you're healthy or normal, and somebody is like, oh, you just magically healed yourself. I feel like it's like, yeah, because I had to change the way I was thinking. So I transformed my way of thoughts, and I manifested something better. I'm also seeing this as, oh, don't run away, don't slip. Oh, the magician was coming out another way for me. Well, I know for one, I also feel like the magician is about someone who had to put on a performance, someone who was hiding how they really felt. Miracle, that's what I'm seeing. Overall, I'm seeing some sort of miracle. Somebody is making the impossible possible. Something that you just least expected. I feel like a miracle, you're witnessing a miracle, or you're going to witness a miracle this weekend. It's like, how did you get that? How did you pull that off? I feel like somebody is saying, how did you pull this off? Or you're asking your own self, how did you pull this one off? Let me go ahead and start clarifying a couple of things. For one, the magician. Let's see what this magician is talking about. For some of you, it's about going to a concert or some sort of performance. You're going to see someone who is like an artist or a performer, even if it's a street performer, or if a stage actor. For somebody, you could have been involved with someone who is famous or a celebrity, and you hate seeing their movies or their commercial, or you're seeing their ad, maybe they're a model, and you're kind of seeing them everywhere. See, it's clarified by the Tower. So I feel like this is some sort of miracle, something that is very unexpected, and you're just like, there's no way possible this could be happening, or there's no way possible you could have known that. You're pulling something off that maybe other people could not do, even if this has something to do with your place of employment here. Also, this could have something to do with a Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio, or a Cancer. Someone also may open up that you just were not expecting. It's like a miracle, especially if you've been waiting and waiting patiently for someone to approach you or you them. Something happens and this person is playing out every fantasy. Like maybe you, okay, let's say for instance you had that vision board and you wrote down everything that you wanted in a partner, and you were reviewing that vision board and you're like, oh, you know, if only I could ever have this type of person, or if only I could have this type of life, or if I could have this type of car. And all of a sudden, sometimes something happens this weekend where you have that. Something that you already wrote down in your journal, or something that you wished for. The person that you wanted to be with looks exactly like who you imagined them to be. Maybe you were always like, oh, I want somebody to look like Jennifer Lopez, or I want somebody that looks like Idris Elba, you know, whatever have you. And poof, it's like you never thought in a million years that would happen. But it does. Let's say that you do live in a Los Angeles area and there's some sort of premiere this weekend that you decide to go to, and your favorite actor is there, and the minute you say, man, I wish they would take a picture with me, they turn around and they're just like, I'll take a picture with you. Or you're just like, what? Like they choose you out of all the people and you get your little picture taken, and you're just like, it's like you're having some sort of instantaneous proof that, you know, manifestation does work sometimes, you know. So it's like, what? You know, I just kind of feel like something happens very unexpected. Or the person that approaches you, it plays out exactly the way you thought it would. A date plays out exactly like you thought it would. Something that you predicted. If you're a tarot reader, or if you're a psychic or intuitive, something that you said was going to happen, or you had a dream, something plays out exactly the way you predicted or saw. Especially if it has something to do with a visitor. So I'm also getting additional air sign. It could be an Aquarius, and then also could be Taurus too. Someone is coming to express or confess how they feel. You might be familiar with this person. You may have known this person since childhood. This person may travel the world just to come see you. Because I am seeing visitation, vacation, travel. I'm seeing all of that. And I feel like it's something that becomes a reality here. One more thing. And this person is very stubborn too. Very stubborn person, which is another reason why you just are going to be surprised. Even if it's your, you know, if you're in a relationship, you know, your partner pulls something off. They do something completely unexpected. I'm getting 3 names. I'm getting Carol. I'm getting Diane. Okay, maybe just 2. Carol or Diane. And a Stacy. Now, Stacy has a tattoo on her thigh or somewhere on her body that represents flight. So whether it's a bird, whether it's an air sign, I feel like she has a tattoo somewhere on her body. Even if her name isn't Stacy, she has something on her body that represents flight. I feel that someone is gaining confidence. Like if someone had a lack of confidence, they're overcoming that. This person is now confident. Someone has learned a major lesson in their life, or they have learned some sort of lesson, and now, you know, it's time to start a new chapter. or now that they have learned some sort of lesson, like whatever you had been denied or whatever was blocked, it's been lifted here. There's no more blockages. There's no more delay. Things are just happening here. The death card is following here. So I feel like it's more so like the end of an old phase. Letting the past go, letting go of something too, or moving on from someone, having the courage to move on from anything that had no growth to it. So that could apply to a work situation too. Those of you too that are creative or writers, if you have been holding on to something that really wasn't good, really, maybe you're finally like, okay, I'm scrapping this whole thing. Okay, I admit it. It wasn't good. It was bad, or I needed to rewrite the whole thing, or I needed to redo the whole thing. So I'm seeing someone kind of stepping up and just admitting to themselves that something wasn't their best work, and just kind of tossing it aside or throwing it away or redoing the whole thing to perfect it. If anyone was stuck in a dead-end relationship, I'm seeing that contract coming to an end, and I'm seeing a new chapter being started in someone's life. Someone is no longer attached to someone, or they have the courage to finally let go of a situation that was no longer serving their highest good. And, they have learned and matured, or you have learned and matured. All right, so that is all that I have for Earth. I hope it resonated with you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Again, don't forget to hit that like button. Many blessings to you guys.